shops down there. Please, they needed to shut it down for 2 years to drill cables into the side of each tunnel. They collapsed the whole city. They created a complete crisis. And as I was looking at it the whole time, I said, you know what? You didn't widen the bike lanes over the Williamsburg Bridge like this character Espinal claims he's the bike lane guy. He didn't widen the bike lane or make a bike lane on Delancey Street. Nobody connected the G train to the J train, and they had 7 years. They were completely, utterly unprepared for the L train shutdown, and none of the public advocates were doing their job. Nobody on city council was doing their job. However, the job that they were doing was they were getting the Lyft and Uber tax passed. They were implementing congestion pricing. I just heard somebody in this room say congestion pricing is vital to raise money for certain issues. Guess what? $100 billion is how much it costs to roll out facial recognition and e-tolls throughout the whole city. And no one has brought attention to that. Cynthia Nixon didn't even know it when she was talking about how we needed $200 billion to implement our single-payer health care here. That could have been our single-payer health care. We're all fighting about a wall. We have a wall at every single bridge we cross in this city, and they are facially recognitioning every single one of us. Me, I'm going to fight for you. I'm a broke plumber. That's what I am. I work, I'm a plumber, I get the heat going. I built 3 homeless shelters this year. I had the plan. I called out what the judge told de Blasio to do with NYCHA, and I was sickened by the fact that they didn't have heat. But that was just more crisis creation to justify this Amazon deal. But what I'm going to bring is I'm going to bring the real answer to the Green New Deal. Green roofs and solar roofs, they're great. But that solar, be careful. It's just a way for banks to make money off the sun. We pay $50 billion in natural gas a year. $50 billion in natural gas a year, and they're fracking, and they're getting it from Pennsylvania, and everyone in the room forgot about that. Over 20 years, that's $1 trillion. $1 trillion to go geothermal throughout the whole city and get off it altogether.
Thank you.
Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? Yes.
I'm wondering, how would you support the queer community?
The question is, how would you support the queer community?
First, I am queer, so you got that. Second, I think the trans community still needs help. And where the trans community needs help is most of my friends that are trans are the smartest people I know. And they need to be supported so they can transition peacefully and get real jobs and succeed and soar past all of us so they don't have to feel marginalized. The only way I know how to do it is because that's too nuanced for my pay grade. I need trans people in my office advocating for them. You asked a lot of questions, but I would rather a question for somebody else, please.
I'm the one who asked. I'm the one who.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My question for you and all candidates is the certain season.
Fourth Amendment, I think.
Can you let him finish the question, please? Go ahead.
The certain season, because it's really annoying. No matter what state you're in, the cops are searching for no reason.
Absolutely. I think the biggest mistake of the BLM is they didn't hammer the Fourth Amendment hard enough. The biggest mistake in the Eric Garner situation is they did not have a proper warrant to arrest them. Every time these cops shoot somebody, we're all talking about how horrible it was, but we're not talking about when you shoot somebody, you're really detaining them, and you're doing it without a warrant. We need to protect the Fourth Amendment, and we need to get these cameras and this facial recognition the hell out of our city, because it's not right.